May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Charlie Kirk drop mic answering popular leftist questions. So without further ado, let's get started.
So I'm in a crisis communication class at my college, and we were asked to come up with solutions for like the population control and whether, we want to feed more people or whatever. Well, one of my peers said that the solution should be that the U.S. should pay about $3 million a year for contraceptives, for the world's contraceptives. My question is, how do we get the average student to realize that that money doesn't just come from the government? It's not magic.
So I'll do you one better. So
the
premise of your class is that we have too many people. We don't have
one of the things.
Yeah, I reject the premise. We need more. We need more children, not less children. Our country's on the verge of a population collapse. And so here's one piece of advice I'll give you for everyone in the room. As soon as you're talking about how we're going to pay for something, we've already lost the debate. First, you should say, why should we pay for that nonsense at all? And by the way, we shouldn't fund contraceptive. We shouldn't fund any of that garbage. But back to what you're saying. So this is basically you're being taught earth worship, okay? And that's what's being taught in most schools, which is somehow we must put the earth above the well-being of human beings. Remember, we have a pro-human agenda, right? Now, we shouldn't abuse the earth. We shouldn't pollute the rivers or the lakes. But always we should have a belief in human supremacy. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but that's basically where this conversation goes right now. I believe human beings are image bearers. You're made in the image of God. Every life is a gift, should be preserved and protected. We have 1 million abortions a year every single year. And I believe if you can't get that issue right, then look at all the other issues you screw up beyond that. But also, this is something that happens in the academy far too often, which is we have too many people, we need to get rid of population. I'm going to make a prediction that's the opposite. In 30 years, we're going to see declining population like you've never seen before. We're already seeing it here in America. So in the last year, you have a lot of people at home, people spending time locked down. You'd say, oh, birth rate's going to go up. It's a dramatic decrease like we've never seen before. Why? Half economic, right? It's expensive to have kids. People say, I'll have one of each, like they're picking out a Toyota or something, right? The other is that if you don't believe that children are necessary to be fruitful and multiply, to replicate your values and replicate yourself, why have children? So if you don't teach people that having children is necessary, and those of us that believe in the Bible, we have an answer for that. It's like the second chapter of the Bible, be fruitful and multiply. Might be the third. Anyway, the point is that it's right there. Then why have children? If you actually believe that climate change is an existential threat, which is complete gibberish, nonsense, and balderdash, and all of you guys should be unafraid to push back against all that garbage, because it's designed for one thing, power and control. And let me just tell you something that is a general rule. If your biggest worry in life is existential, you live a great life. If your biggest worry is the sky falling and not sanitation, nutrition, getting murdered on the way home or being beaten, you live a very nice life. You do. This climate change nonsense can only happen in a rich, generally peaceful society. This doesn't. You think that the people in the slums of India who have to worry, the 300 million that don't have access every single day to functioning toilets, you think that they're worried about the sky falling? Or maybe that they want a coal-fired power plant to be able to have a hospital or a school. And so I guess the final point I'll make on this, which is so important, is reject the premise. The premise of that whole thing is that more people, population increasing, much reduced people. I don't agree with that at all whatsoever. I think that we have a commandment to be fruitful and multiply. I do not believe even close that human population is what is destroying the entire earth. And even beyond that, I think that if that's their biggest concern, it's nice to lightly remind them that you live a great life. Maybe you should worry about improving yourself, not destroying the world around you. Thank you. It's good.
Thank you.
I think I love that part. We should be worried about improving ourselves and not the world around us, because change starts from each and every one of us. If I decide to change and the next person decides to change, and the world will be a better place. And I think what Charlie said is true. If you're worried about climate change, then you are living in a good country, because right here in Africa we know the sun is hot, But it's not stopping us from going outside to look for our daily bread, because that knowing the sun is hot is not going to pay your rent. It's not going to, pay for your car insurance. You're not going to fuel your car. We have to go out there and look for what we need. And I think we pass through the sun every day. So it's not, we understand that it's climate change, but that is not our present concern. Our present concern is living every day, and that is what we are all pushing for. So according to Charlie said, if that is your concern, then you live in a good society. And I think the lady made mention of something that she said, if we should let the government bring in contraceptive, those money are not coming from the government, they are coming from individuals, from your tax money. And I feel like that is what we all need to know, because the more we request government to do things, provide this for us, build more hospital, build it, they are definitely going to increase tax. And when they say they are increasing tax, everyone will be shouting, oh, no. Where do you want them to get the money from? They are governing us based on what we give them. So it's just like a firm. If a firm make profits, a firm is able to open more branches. If they don't make profits, they close some branch, just to add up the money to sustain what they have. And I think that is how it works. That is how government is. The more you contribute to them, the more you pay your tax. The more you they export, what they have, the more they have money in the country. And I think we all need to, consider this. And I think it's just an eye-opening. Like when she said it, I was like, yeah, she's right. The solution to issue is not getting more contraceptive. It's just knowing how to do things. Charlie said, people now plan how they want to have their children. They want to have a boy and a girl. It's like they're picking what they want. They don't just, now people don't want to have more children because it's expensive to take care of children. And I believe that, because if I'm to give birth, maybe I'm thinking of giving birth to like maybe 2 or 3 children. I think it's cool. My dad gave birth to 7 children, and I don't want to follow his footsteps. I feel 2, 3 is fine by me, because it's well expensive. Paying a school fees of just 1 child alone is not easy. Talk of paying school fees of 7 children. So I feel I get where Charlie is coming from, and I love it so much. He said now population is declining, and that is the truth. Like people don't want to give birth anymore. So if you're not giving birth, then like population will keep on declining every year. A whole lot of people are okay not even giving birth at all. I think I watched a video where Charlie was talking to a certain lady. She said she's not ready to give birth. Mentally, she's not ready, and she don't think she will give birth. And I feel it's her decision, and I respect that. So getting contraceptive is not even something to invest money in, because people are willingly not even ready to even bring any child to the world. Anyway, that's a beautiful one. I love this, and I want to see more videos from Charlie. If you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. If it's your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.